So I do a whole lot of paying bills and taking care of things that got to be taken care of. So literally, this is the week that I got to go Christmas shopping. And I keep thinking I can see it here, but I don't even see it over there. So this is the week that I got to go do Christmas shopping because I need a place to stay first. I need a car. I need a, and so I like to take care of things and be busy. So I haven't done a lot for them. Like just last night, I think I went and got some a sweater and a little car. But I haven't. And then I'm at another place. Like I really struggle. I'm really struggling to buy all of this stuff just to say I got stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ah, it's pretty.
I think it hit for me like Gabe has always been spoiled, and I'm thankful that I've always been able to give him his heart's desire. But I looked into one of the cars sitting in my driveway, and I got Christmas presents that my kid has never opened.
Really?
And it was just like, no, like I'm not doing this. Like, you have too much stuff.
Yeah. It's almost like, what's the why now?
Yeah, like
what's the purpose?
This stuff you had, like you begged for it, you just had to have it because it was absolutely best gift for you, but now you don't play with it. And I'm not. So this year when I asked him what he wanted, he was just like, Mom, I need $12. It was like, Gabe, $12. What is $12? And he was like, he wanted $12, and that's the thing we have together.
They went out, he wanted $12, and that's all we want. It's not even me. I can't say that they hear it yet. They still won't stay. But they got like really, really giving hearts. So we do a lot of feeding the homeless. And they love it. They love going in the woods, finding the people, asking them if they want food, and going back. And so that's one of the things that me and Jay, we like fought really hard for, because even when Jay was living, and I don't know if I ever shared this with you, but I was telling your grandma about this on the way to the graveside. We stopped on the way to the graveside. We saw that there was a homeless man, two actually, that we saw that had stopped. And one was riding on his bike, and he took his head off the table and he held it down to his chest, and he laid his head down as the family house was just out. We saw another man walking, do the same thing. It was like mesmerized us, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I told Jayla that it's only happening because of what he used to do. So when he was on the road long distance, well, prior to him, I ain't gonna say prior to him going long distance, but at one point, we would go up to the McDonald's on Grove Street, and he would be on one side of the car and I'd be on the other. And so on his side of the car, he would call up the person, and he talked to them and asked them if they needed anything type of situation. And then when he got them where they needed to be, he would look at them and say, now go over there to her side. And he'd say, now I need you to pray for me. And we did that for a long time. I don't even know how long. So then he went back on the road, and when he went back on the road, he said, I found another way to take care of him. So he started, from that point, taking stuff out of the closet and taking care of this homeless man that was in Texas. He would take his shoes, he would take his clothes. And then he started saying to me, like, I want to take him more food, but I don't want to just take food from him, I want to take for others. So I will be here making bags for him to go out to Texas and give to people as he would pull up in the church. So I said it to say, that's been something that we've done for like years. It's like feeding the homeless. And so I just picked up and started taking it to the kids. Well, now they know it. Because I always want them to understand, like, even if in our lack sometimes, there's people that don't have what we have. You know, we can have oodles and noodles and have the packet, and somebody else can have oodles and noodles and not have the packet. Somebody else could have oodles and noodles and no water or a pot to even boil it in. But we have oodles and noodles and a pot to boil it in, and they look electricity. You know, so I've always wanted them to understand. Like there's always somebody that's more or less fortunate than you. Well, a lot of times you can't tell them that. They don't get it by telling them. They get it by showing them. Some of them don't get it by just handing $1 to a person that's standing on the side of the road asking for $1. But when I tell you they get it by going in the woods and seeing how these people living and realizing that you got a bed when others don't. You know, so it's been real. I'm curling this where it's long and short in the back. So it's gonna look like it's cropped even though it's not.
Okay.
But I promise you this hairstyle will last you for a good amount of time. If you even at least to some degree pin it up. You mean put your cap on it and pin it up.
See, I want to do, and this is something that's been like on my heart. I want to go to the hospital like Christmas time and give out toys.
I did that for my, I didn't do Christmas time and toys, but my dad had cancer. And so what we did when he was in the hospital with cancer was we went to the hospital in JD, probably about 3. And we did it, and we gave out, I had all of my customers come in and their hairstyle that day, they had to pay me through bringing a teddy bear. If they bought a teddy bear, they get half off their service. And so I got a teddy bear, and some of it was candy. We did Valentine's Day, and we took candy and bears to the cancer department, and we gave people who had cancer a Valentine's Day gift. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. So we do a lot of stuff like that. And sometimes it's just doing it. It really is just doing it. It really is just doing it. Sometimes I have to force myself to make time to do it. You know, because it's easy to say, oh, I got to work, I got to do this. But when you really see that people are in need, you have to try to figure out a way to get around all of that stuff that kind of hinders you from doing it. But yeah, you can do it. Just do it. Don't make it harder. Just do it. And sometimes it's easy to make things harder. You know, so when I say just do it, don't make it harder. Like I just wake up one morning and I say I'm cook. And I take it to them. I might not admit with no organization. You know, I might not have talked to 50,000 people. It might be just me, Jayla. Sometimes it's me, Jayla, JD, Smudge, and Daylana. My Uncle James, the one that just left him outside. He'll do it with me. And sometimes it's Mikey. Mikey know I use him a lot because sometimes we go in places it's a little scary to have to go in, you know. We're going in the woods. And sometimes we standing at tents and we're going, excuse me, you know, you don't know what they got in the tent. But I call him up and I say, Mikey, are you busy today? And his favorite line is, what you doing, Dewani? From Feed Homies. So just don't make it hard. Just do it, you know, because people are in need. And I always say, well, I ain't gonna say I always, so let me take it off me for a second. But a client told me some years ago, and this thing has stuck with me ever since she said it. She said, whenever you have a heart's desire, the reason you have that heart's desire is because somebody is praying for that to be done. If you look at life like that, that's like, woo, you know. So now if you don't do it, it's almost like you're missing the opportunity to help somebody who is praying for your help. So do it. Somebody is praying for you to do that. Yeah, I am loving this curl. I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. But yeah, you got it. You got it, girl. You got the idea. You just got to do it. We just never, you know, we never let any idea that we had stop us. We just did it. Like I remember the first time I looked at your Uncle Jay and he was like, you might have just lost your mind with this. I said, hey, I want to write a dinner show. He was like, a dinner show? Who's going to be your actors? You? He ain't never acted in nothing. And I ain't never said I wanted to act in nothing. But when I started putting them on, every time I did it, he played Jesus. And he did a really good job. The first one I did, Andrea, she collected the tickets as people came in today for the first one we did. We titled it A Win to Remember. So whatever's in your heart. I mean, now if it's knocking somebody upside the head, don't do it. If it's not deep, I almost deep. Don't do it.
I tend to react romantic when it comes to those situations. So.
Look at these curls. Her curls are so beautiful. Y'all see that? They soft, they bouncy, they airy, they're flowy. And I might have got a little happy with the curling. I really did. Because when they turn out like that, it's like butter. And I don't want to stop. Like, it's just so pretty. And her hair is so thick that it'll hold this style for a long, long time. So I haven't really polished it up, but I'm going to let y'all see a little bit. Now, I'm not trying to show y'all her face, so I'm going to cover her face so y'all won't see. It is so pretty. Her hair is so pretty. And y'all get this all, seeing the process of me soft pressing it and then flat ironing it. It's so pretty. Okay. This is pretty. And no, just in case you're wondering, I'm not going to pull out all her curls. I'm not. I'm just going to polish it up just a tad bit. You see that? I'm in my happy place right now. I'm going to hold it. So, just in case you're wondering, how will she maintain this at home? First off, she got a hair texture that this hairstyle will last a long time if she simply do like some pin curls. And you may wonder, like, does she have to pin curl at all? The answer to that question would be no. She would only have to pin curl like maybe, I would say maybe 7 or 8 pin curls across the back to hold that same curl in the morning. But if she does that, this style will last her probably about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even 4, depending on how she ties it up. And she can start off pin curling, and then after that, she can decide that I want to wear it straight and not pin curl as many and still have beautiful body and bounce in her hair. So I want to show you this as I'm going around. It is beautiful. So we were supposed to be in like a bob, and she does still have a bob cut. But when I started curling it, I always tell people that I let the hair speak to me and tell me what it wants. So as I started curling it, her curls was just so luscious, full of body, and just snapping in. So I just went with it. So I end up doing like the flat on one side, as you see here, and then I come around with the curls throughout the back, and then kind of doing this peekaboo thing over here on her side with her curls. Let me show you if I come close on her direction a little bit. Just kind of do peekaboo. See her little earring on this side, and giving her more of a hang down in the front. Oh, it's pretty, y'all. It's pretty. And this is how I'm gonna end my last hairstyle before I go into Christmas. Beautiful bouncy curls. So now y'all, if y'all see this style somewhere in the mall tonight or at Walmart, y'all make sure y'all stop and tell her how cute her hair is. I didn't show you her face, but maybe you'll remember the style. Anyway, thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate you. Remember, this is Dewana from the Jayla's Healthy Hair Salon, and here, healthy hair reigns. Look how beautiful. Y'all know that it's hot. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And at any rate, until next time, talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I look a mess. I do. But it wasn't about me. It's about her. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye. Love you.